Tony D and Little Joan with your Screenwriters rant on what is this called? Sasquatch Sunset, a movie about Bigfoots. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. From the writers and directors of Kamuko, the Treasure Hunter, and Damsel. That's a weird combo, isn't it, doggy? That's a weird combo. Um, it stars Jesse Eisenberg, who's all the stars in this are unrecognizable. All the actors, so it's going to be a resume thing, if that. I mean, there's no dialogue in it. It's just a bunch of Bigfoots running around. I don't think there's going to be subtitles, but I think there's going to be a strong environmental message. Oh no, they're coming into their habitat. Maybe they'll be seen, and they're trying to hide, and here they are having a baby Sasquatch, and it's going to be one of those movies with no dialogue, and the characters are very primitive. Written by David Zellner, directed by David and Nathan Zellner. I don't think it'll be bad. In theaters in April. I don't think people are going to rush to see it. It's a different kind of movie. It forces them to do smaller vignettes. I kind of like the idea of these movies, but in actual practice, the audience. I mean, maybe you get an art house audience, maybe. If you can produce this for under $5 million, maybe you can make it work. You got Jesse Eisenberg. That's a little bit of name recognition, but you don't even recognize him in the film. So what's even the point of that? I don't know, man. Maybe if it wins some awards and some of the film festivals, maybe it gains some momentum and can do okay. I think it will do better on streaming. Something like that. Better in the secondary kind of markets where people who watch a lot of movies can say, "Oh, this will be different." So this is kind of a movie for guys like me who watch a lot of movies. I can say, "Oh, well, this will be unique." There's no dialogue. There'll be a lot of showing, not telling, which is good. Generally makes for a better movie. But I don't know. It runs the danger of having a heavy-handed environmental message, which, I kind of don't want to see that. I really don't. I'd be more than happy to see a movie like this where you never see any civilization and have to wonder even what time period it takes place in. And then probably my next concern would be, are these characters, are they going to be portrayed with a lot of tropes involving primitive people, if you know what I mean? Is that going to be the deal? But, I'd give it a chance. What's the plot? It's going to be pretty basic. Probably that they're trying to move to parts of the world that are more remote to get away from civilization would be my guess. So first act, they're just existing, and it's kind of funny and wacky. They show a scene of two of the Bigfoots having sex. So there's that, and then at some point, it's just they show them in the first act going about their day-to-day lives, how they get food and how they interact with the animals, and the animals don't seem to run away from them at all. They seem to just be very nonchalant that they're there, like they're part of the environment, which is kind of a cool take. I kind of like that take. I don't know how realistic it is if Bigfoot existed, but I would think the animals would be even more afraid of Bigfoot, you know, that they would run away because the Bigfoots might eat them, I would say. But, or that they would just react to a Bigfoot like they would react to any other animal, like, get the hell away from me. Um, but whatever. The second act, I think, yeah, there'll probably be maybe something with the tree with the X on it, and they have to get away from civilization because their forest is being deforested or something like that. And maybe it's a seasonal thing. They're moving because the seasons have changed, and they're moving to where the food is, and they're trying to stay hidden as much as possible. Maybe one of them gets seen. There's definitely a baby involved. I mean, kind of hard to say. Maybe one of them sacrifices themselves to save the rest of the group, right? He gets seen and chased, and he leads them away, and then like kills himself in such a way that they're never going to recover the body. Maybe jumps off a waterfall or something like that. And it's all very sad, but the tribe lives on, and that's kind of the end of the movie. Something like that. I would hate to see it descend into something sad. I would like to see a happier movie. Maybe a comedy. I mean, it kind of implies a comedy with one of the shots. But then again, it doesn't feel like a comedy because it doesn't seem to be over the top. So maybe they're going for sort of a grounded comedy. If you could achieve that with Bigfoots. I don't know. But would I watch it? Yeah. I wouldn't go to the theaters for it. Maybe it would be a fun date movie just because it would be different and weird, you know? I'd go out with a girl who would be into this movie and just laugh at it. I think it'll be entertaining, you know? I don't think it's for the general audiences, though. I think the general audience would be like, what? Bigfoot? I don't know. I think they'd get bored of it pretty quickly. But, you know, kudos to Jesse Eisenberg for trying something different, at least. Kind of a weird tangent to go on, though. I never thought I'd see this from him. Wish he'd do more comedies, though. I miss his comedies. It's from Bleecker Street, so it's probably a pretty cheap movie. Again, they don't spend a ton of money on their movies. They're very efficient, I think. And they come out of making more indie products. Eisenberg's one of the biggest names I ever heard in a Bleecker Street movie. So, must have been tough to shoot. Must have been a lot of outside, a lot of costuming, a lot of cold. Definitely a lot of cold. I guess they have clothes on underneath the costumes and probably boots, because there's a scene with them walking through the snow. But looked like fun. It looked like a fun movie to make. I'll say that. So yeah, I would check it out on streaming. I would check it out on streaming, and maybe an art house movie. Anyhow, it's called Sasquatch Sunset. Don't think we have a date here. Oh wait, no, we do. April. In theaters in April. Yeah, it might be a nice respite if you're seeing all the movies that came out and you want to see something different. So, kind of interesting. The actor's right near a badger. That must have cost some money too. Getting a badger, getting the animal handler. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. If you can find a more base take, I say take it. I got nothing else going on this week other than the live stream. Next week I got some stuff going on, so check out that. I got a screenplay to write this week, so I'm diving into that. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.